Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with Battle of the Bulge. This game is from Shenandoah Studios and also Slitherine Group, that's right. And of course it's about the Battle of the Bulge, widely considered one of the most important, I'm not going to say in the entire war, the victories for the Allied forces towards the end. Even though, you know, Germany's fate was already sealed from its insane amount of losses taken on the Eastern Front, from the Soviets, but also just, I mean, it was pretty much over, and this was their last-ditch effort to try and break the Allies in the West, and quite clearly it failed. But don't let me give you my skewed history on things. Instead, you can just click right here, and there has been lots of details and research provided for you to actually read up on the battle and all sorts of good stuff. That's right, and even a day-by-day. Phenomenal stuff, phenomenal. This is actually one of the reasons I love Slitherine games, because they document the piss out of everything in their games, and it's great. You've also got a basics, which literally explains the basics of the games. It shows you how everything works, and then you've got a tutorial, which really can explain it in more depth. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to play the first scenario, which is Race to the Muse, and we're going to try out the Axis. Even though this is the first scenario, I have proven to have been beaten by the Allies already. Yeah, so it's not all that easy, but that's fine. You basically can choose between two sides, and then you can pick out of 3 opponents, as you can see here. If we play as the Allied, we have opponents of von Rundstedt, Dietrich, and von Manteuffel. I'm sorry if I pronounced those wrong. And if you play as Axis, you can fight Monty, Bradley, and Patton. And we're going to go with Monty, the very, very cautious defender. That's right. So let's get started. Alright, so when you start out in the game, you get this nice little file here that shows you what you need to do. Alright, so for victory, you must reach the Muse River within 3 days. Now, if you see, this is the actual river, and this is how it fits on the map. I'll show you once we get there. And this is kind of how our forces are coming in. Now, you can capture the crossroads of Bastogne for a draw, or you can push all the way to the river. What I tried to do the first time is I tried to push to the river, because as far as I'm concerned, if I can get here, I'm fine. Now, it also gives you some additional details. It lets you know about the surprise attack, which the Axis attacked before dawn, taking the Allies by surprise. So basically, the Axis get to move 3 spaces right in the beginning. That's right. And also, Axis attacks gain a combat bonus. Phenomenal. It tells you that, you know, it shows you what units are in supply, what units are not in supply. Then it tells you about Axis artillery. And basically, our artillery only supports us right here in these areas. So, and then, of course, it gives you a bit more history for those who like that type of stuff. Personally, I do. And, ooh, look at that. Fucking Stuka. That's right. But anyway, so let's take a look at the game. This is our map, right? This is our whole battlefield. And our mission is to race to the Muse. This river over here is the Muse. And as you can see, it goes all the way up over here to the right of Liège. Or to the east, I should say. So, with that in mind, we pretty much only have to get about 4 spaces to get a victory. However, assuming we are unable to do that, we can always just capture the crossroads at Bastogne. And at which point, we can also win, or at least call a draw by doing that. So what we're going to try to do, though, is we're going to try to hit that river, and I'll show you how combat works. In the initial turn, because it was a surprise attack, we can't use our tanks. No big deal. We have plenty of infantry to use. Now, we can commit some of these infantry into a straight-on battle right now, and that's actually probably what we're going to do. We're going to start out by attacking Losheim. So the way this game actually works, when you have a battle, let's say I moved this tank here, this little screen will pop up here, and it tells you what benefits like you have, what defenses the enemy has, or if you're being attacked, what defenses you have and what negatives there are. It's all very simply laid out for you. It shows you that, like the Axis in this case, we have 6 firepower to their 1. So more than likely we should be able to easily beat them. Now, to actually commit this attack, at the top right you say here, commit, and it shows us the fight. Keep in mind I have the sound effects turned off because they're rather loud. Alright, boom, we just sent that armored cav to hell, and we easily took it over. So, there's our first turn, and now we have 2 more turns to go before the allies can actually move. With that said, let's go ahead and commit another attack right here. That's right. It shows us the battle. Again, I'm going to skip it because I don't care. 2 or 3 pre-dawn turns. Perfect. Okay, so we easily took that space as well. So we see we're kind of moving up here. If we surround this unit here in Schonberg, I don't know what that says. They can't move. If a unit is out of supply, it cannot attack and it cannot move. So it pretty much just becomes a useless unit. With that in mind, if you're able to actually surround enemy positions, you can completely cut them out of supply, which is my plan here on Monschau and Elsenborn, those infantry stationed there. If we cut them out of supply, we should be good to go. That's right. And on the south, I think I'm just going to kind of hold these positions and not worry so much about it. Again, I want to go for a victory and not just a regular nothing, basically. Actually, you know what? Should we attack there in Schonberg? Yeah, let's do it. Commit. And... okay, so we didn't win. We almost killed the enemy unit, but we didn't win. Alright. Movement. Movement. Alright, so that was the allied turn. Basically, if you guys haven't figured out yet, each person gets to move 1 unit at a time, now that we've actually gotten past the opening phase there. For example, let's say Malmedy. That's where I want to attack. Yeah, let's attack Malmedy, get that tank taken out. So we'll send in these 2 infantry divisions. Alright. We have a grand total of 5 firepower. And we have artillery on our side, so let's do it. Let's try to take him out. Wow, come on. Okay, so we didn't even kill him. Damn! They almost took out our infantry. No bueno, sir. No bueno. And our infantry have been cut out of supply by that armored cav. But they've left Monschau exposed. But again, we're not going that way. We're going straight this way. So let's get in there. And okay, we're going to close that. Alright. That was a turn. We took him out. Good job. And again, we're just holding in the south. As long as we hold down here, I'm fine. And we want to try to eliminate them from moving as much as humanly possible. Alright, so we have those tanks, we have those infantry committed. Now keep in mind, after you move a unit, you can't move it again until the day is over. So, let's see. I think we're going to take this tank, move it up right here. And that'll be our turn, and we'll get this tank and we'll move that into Vielsalm as well on the next turn. We now have the 106th Infantry surrounded over there in Schonberg, so yeah, that should work out pretty well for us, me tanks. Alright, so the enemy tank retreated. Probably a smart move for them. I'll accept it. Alright, oh, well, we can only move him up to St. Vith. It is what it is. Alright, commit. Alright, another allied turn. So you can see the game itself is actually incredibly simple to play, and that was day 1. Alright, so now it's our turn. And now that it's day 2, again, objectives are the same, but it shows you where if reinforcements came up, if they were delayed, and as you can see, nobody was. The allies got more armor, more troops, and as such, we're going to be hurting. Alright, I love the old music they got for that. I forgot what that song is called. A girl named La Millie or something? Millie? I don't remember. Anyway, so what should we do next? Alright, now we've got movements of all of our units again. I think we'll take the 1st SS Panzer and we will surround the enemy infantry in Elsenborn and Monschau, so now they cannot attack. Phenomenal. We have them cut off from supply. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Alright. But the enemy tanks are moving north, which is no bueno for us, ladies and gentlemen, no bueno for us. So, I'm going to take this tank, move it into Hofleis to cut the road there. Yeah, commit. Alright. And at least, even though we didn't kill the enemy tank, we at least have the allied reinforcements coming in from the south cut off. That's exactly what we need. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so 3 points is is heavily defended, to say the least. Again, no bueno. No bueno at all. But we're going to bring in the 12th SS Panzer from Gemud. We're going to move that up. And all we need to do is we need to get to Spa, Stomont, and Offet. So, yeah, we're going to commit. Yep. Actually, I should have moved those other 2 divisions. Damn. Failure on my part. Commissar Bro is prone to mistakes, after all. Alright. Let's see. Where to next? Well, we could move them up here. Yes, if we... Well, we can't leave Vielsalm exposed. We can definitely not do that. We can try moving this tank to St. Vit, the 2nd Panzer. There we go. And we'll move them into Vianden. Alright. Commit. Do damage! Damn, we are not killing anybody. The Allied infantry is just being ridiculous at this point in time. Goodness gracious. Alright. So we pretty much don't have too much to do at this point in time. I could move up the 116th to Yupin, which would leave us... I don't know. I'm considering it. Definitely considering it. Because if we move them up there, to the left... or we could try and just hold them at 12 points. That could work. Let's do that. This is literally just a holding action. Hopefully our tank doesn't get blown up. Okay, good. It didn't get blown up. But we pretty much have them where they cannot charge forward now. Risky maneuver, and we're probably going to lose our tank. But the only thing that's important right now is making sure that our line doesn't get cut and that we make a straight beeline towards Liège. That's right. So what else do we got? We got this infantry. I guess we'll send them to Dasburg, considering Allied infantry are coming in through that way. Commits. All right. There we go. So again, like you said, or like I said before, the game actually plays incredibly simply. Oh, I thought I cut their supply lines. I guess I didn't cut it very well. They must have got... no, whatever. Supply. No, see, they're not cut off from supply. Huh. I guess I don't understand the concepts of this game. Never mind. I was sure I did. I was sure I did. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. We gotta beat those guys and get to the edge of Hervé if we're gonna be able to touch that river. What about this guy? How far can he go? Okay, well he can move into Verviers. Yeah, why not? Commit. Yes, commit. Alright, we pushed them out of Verviers. Okay, so if we can take Hervé this turn. Oh, it looks like the 101st and the 82nd Airborne are coming in to assist. Oh, no bueno. Ooh, nothing good for us. Nothing good for us at all. Alright, but we can send our tank in and attack that enemy. Commits. Nice. We push the 9th Infantry out of the region. So, we are at least now bordering on the Meuse, assuming we can hold our supply lines, which I think we're about to lose. Oh my goodness, we are definitely about to lose. Oh man, okay, so we lost Malmedy, and that cut our supply lines. But, thankfully, we have plenty of infantry to move over and recap those areas. Yeah, look at that, that worked out real nicely. Real nicely. Okay, I like how they literally just drove right past my tank. Okay, so I guess that doesn't hold anything. Well, we're learning. We're learning, and unfortunately, I think we're going to lose this battle at this point in time, which is incredibly disappointing. Push that tank out. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, I guess we're not going to win the battle, but at least I was able to kind of show you guys the game. So this is Battle of the Bulge. This is only one scenario. There are 4 scenarios of much larger capacity than this one. This one's actually a very small scenario. This is kind of like the beginner scenario, you could say. So with that in mind, if you guys are interested in the game, go check it out. It's only $8.99 on its first day on sale, and I gotta say, it's interesting. Honestly, I'm much more of a bigger fan of all the history they have poured into the game for, like, little World War II nuts like myself. So yeah, that's always interesting, and I'm excited to get to reading some of that stuff. It's not a whole lot, but it is definitely enough that puts in a lot of detail into what actually happened in the battle and so on. So, that's pretty cool. But anyway, this has been Kami-Sa Bro. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.